sisters out there, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Sister Cheryl Ferguson, how you doing? How you doing? Come on in the house, my brothers. Come on in the house, my sister. How you doing? Sister Deborah Scott, how you doing? How you doing? Come on in the house. We got some good content to talk about tonight. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Welcome to the weekend, baby. And tomorrow we're about to embark on another new week, Lord willing. So come on in, come on in, come on in. We got some good content to discuss tonight. My brothers and sisters, you are going to like this topic tonight. If you want to chime in, you can chime in. Say what you need to say, because some of you may be in this situation. Hopefully you haven't. Some of you are about to make that mistake and go into a situation. How you doing, my little sister Renee? Hopefully you do not. So come on in, come on in. We got a lot of seats in the front that are empty. Don't sit back there in the back. Come on up to the front so you can get some of this good content tonight. I want to have an intimate talk with you, brothers. I want to have an intimate talk with you, sisters. So come up and sit down and let's get with it. We're going to give a few more people an opportunity to chime in so we could jump into the particular content tonight. It's something that you really going to enjoy, my brother and sister. How you doing, Sister Flo Marvin Martin? How you doing? How you doing? So come on in, brothers. Come on in, sister. A few more seconds, then we're going to jump on this content tonight. Ain't nothing good like that good old H2O. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Yes, 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 yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed. Come on in, come on in. As you are coming in, my brothers and sisters, go ahead and grab you a bag of popcorn and soda, courtesy of Sister Flo Harvey Martin. She's so kind and thoughtful when she give us this popcorn and soda, because we're about to get into this good show tonight. How you all doing out there? I hope that you all are doing well. Your brother Tony, I'm just coming from Bed Rock. I've been hanging with Fred all day, so I got this yabba dabba do feeling. So we're gonna get into it. I am feeling excellent, blessed with a twist of serenity, and I hope all of you are feeling good and nice tonight, my brothers and sisters. Come on in, come on in, come on in. For those of you that do not know me, this might be your first time looking at this broadcast, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tony M. Toomer, and I talk about relationships. I talk about relationship from a biblical perspective. When I say a biblical perspective, I'm talking about God created a man, and he had a unique relationship with a man. Secondly, he created a woman, and he had a unique relationship with the woman. He represented the woman back to the man, and at that point, the man said in the presence of God, because he recognized that God brought the woman back to him, meaning God got the rib of the man, the part of the man, and he recognized that she was came from him. So that's what woman means. She came out of the womb, so she woman. Okay, woman. So with that said, my brothers, with that said, my sister, Adam said before the Lord, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I shall call a woman, because she came from man. How you doing, Sister Pamela P. Lord? If you don't believe in if you don't believe in that type of relationship, my brother and sister, you have what is called a free will. Even a man and a woman that prefer to do it God's way, that man and woman, they exercise their free will to do it God's way. Now, if you do something else contrary to God's way, you exercise your free will. So, you know, if you choose to stay here, you could choose to stay here. But I'm just letting you know up front what I talk about strictly relationship between a man and a woman. And if you decide to stay, go ahead and get your bag of popcorn and soda, because we got plenty of it, courtesy of Sister Flo Harvey Martin. So let's jump into the content tonight. My brothers and sisters, may I present to you the topic for tonight. Some women wonder why did he lead me to marry another woman? How about that? How about that? Some women wonder, why did he lead me to marry another woman? Brothers, I hope that you're not one of these guys that just left the woman alone and just went on with your merry way. But sisters, as a matter of fact, sisters, brother, if you're sitting in the front, those of you that are sitting in the front, I want you all to move a little to the back and let the sisters sit in the front, because This is more geared to them, but brother, I want you to listen because you have a bearing on it too, okay? So sister, you could just change the seats with some of the guys, come and sit in the front, and guys, you move a little to the back, and so we can get on to this content. Now, in the book of Proverbs, King Solomon was inspired to write this, my brothers. He was inspired to write this, my sister. It's Proverbs 18:22. How you doing, Sister Sherry E. Smith? It's Proverbs 18:22. Again, my brothers. Again, my sister. From God's word, King Solomon wrote this part, Proverbs 18:22. By the way, those of you that are coming in, tonight's topic is some women wonder, why did he leave me to marry another woman? Now back to this part again. Proverbs 18:22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receive favor from the Lord. The man who finds a wife, check this out, the man that finds a wife, he finds a treasure. He receives favor from the Lord. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. I have told you different versions of 18:22. Key thing, he that finds a wife obtains favor from who? The Lord. He who finds a wife receives favor always from the Lord. The second thing, when a man finds a wife, he finds what is deemed as a treasure, and he receiving favor from the Lord. Okay? So he first of all, he gets something good when he finds a wife. He obtains favor from the Lord, and also a woman is a treasure. The woman that becomes a man's wife, sister, if you become a man's wife, that's a godly man, not a worldly man, and you're a godly woman. That man, he have discovered a treasure. Worldly men are not going to value you as treasure, my sisters, okay? Worldly men are not going to value a treasure, which leads to this. Right now, there are a lot of women that are watching me right at this moment, and if they're not watching me at this moment, they're going to see a version of what I'm talking about when I save it to my page, but you all getting it live. So I'm going to just go over it, and they're going to see it as I leave it on my page, but thank God you all are looking at it so you can get some pointers out of it live and in person. There are a lot of women right now that listening to the sound of my voice that are angry as I speak. There are some women that are angry. There are some women that are bitter. And some women just have totally given up on some minions. And there are some of you, even some of you sisters that I'm talking to. Hopefully it's not, but even some of you, as I speak, there are some of you sisters and other women that are writing in your diary. You're writing the diary of an angry woman. I know some of you wanted me to say the diary of an angry black woman, but there are different women from other races that experience what I'm about to talk about tonight. How you doing, Sister Twyla? Some of you sisters and some women out there, you are writing in your diary. You have written in your diary, or you write in your diary right now. You are an angry woman. You're writing in your diary. Question: why did some of you get angry in the first place? Why did some of you get angry in the first place? Now, I'm going to talk more. I'm going to narrow this down most specifically. I'm narrowing it down most specifically to you single sisters. You single sisters, it's time to listen up, okay? Listen up, my single sisters, that you would like to be in a serious, committed, and covenant relationship with a man. There are 3 points that I'm going to make, and you need to listen. Don't hear me. You need to listen. If you need time to go get a little wax out of your ears that you got to build up, I'm going to suck a little on my H2O, and I'm going to count to 10. and I'm going to start back on what I'm about to talk about. So right now, I'm about to drink some of my water, and once I drink my water, go run to the restroom right quick, and don't put no bobby pin in your ear now. Do it real quick now, as quick as possible, so we can get on. All right? Go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time to jump into it. 3 points I'm going to make for specifically for some of you single sisters. Those of you that are coming in tonight, remember the topic and the content we'll discuss tonight. Some women, I didn't say all women, some women wonder, why did he leave me and marry another woman? Single sisters, remember, I have said countless times, countless times, some don't want to believe what I say. You want to look at it from a woman's standpoint. Look at it from what I'm telling you, because I'm telling you from a man perspective, not from a woman's perspective. I'm talking facts to you, my sisters, okay? I'm talking facts. Remember, I have said countless times, I have said, a man knows, not knew, a man knows how far he would like to go on with a relationship with you. When a man first meets you, and shortly after you all start dialoguing, he's putting you in a category. When he looks at you, he's putting you in a category. And remember the category? I said temporary, long-term, and permanent. Or to say it differently, a man going to look at you from you're not marriage material, or you married material. Under the not married material, the two subtopics that come up on the not married material, temporary and temporary long term. The category of marriage is permanent. Most men, not all men, they're going to put you in the category called, from their viewpoint, most worldly men, not, and then you got a few brothers that, act carnal sometimes, but they're going to put you, most men, sister, listen to what I'm saying. They're going to put most of you in the category called temporary or temporary long term, up under, they don't view you as a wife. As I said, the temporary is they barely know your name, or they don't really have to know your name, or they know your first name. They really don't want to know too much about you. It's not going to be no in-depth conversation or nothing. It's going to be surface talk, because they just want to use you. They strictly view you as an object. Also up under the category of they don't view you as a wife material. They put you in temporary long term. They say that they could be serious. They say that they committed to you, but they're not going to marry you, period. Okay? They could live with you, you could live with them, they're not going to marry you. Then the final part, they view you in a short period of time as, I could see this woman, I could see myself laying down the thing about me, myself, and I could see this woman as I could bring her into my life. How you doing, mother? I could bring her into my life as we, us, and our. So keep in mind, sister, when a man approach you, he's either looking at you as your wife material or not. Okay? That's how he looking at you. That just straight to the point. I don't know what else I could do. Now, you single sisters, some women wonder, why did he leave me and marry another woman? I'm going to touch on 3 reasons why he did this to you. Number 1, I had just touched on that not too long ago. You weren't the one from the beginning. You were not the one from the beginning. You ignored your discernment. You ignored not that little funny feeling that you have. It ain't about no funny thing. If you're a woman of the word, okay, it's a female intuition. But if you falling after God, my sister, it's discernment. When this man approached you from the beginning, something on the inside of you just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. Notice that I didn't say it didn't feel right. I said something just wasn't right. You know what just wasn't right? Because you see, when a man come to you, sister, if it's of God, you're going to have peace. Understand? You're going to have peace when this man come to you. Because you're going to be able to discern the Lord inside of this man. You're going to be able to discern by your wisdom, your knowledge, and your understanding. You're going to be able to see it. The Lord is going to open you up to it. So if the right man come, not no perfect man, if the right man come to you, your discernment going to say, this man is a man of God. Based on how he initially approached you, based on how he started talking to you, and his behavior, all of that's going to be shown from the Lord is inside of that man. So the Lord is working through that man from a spiritual standpoint, then his soul, and then it's going to be reflected. It's going to radiate through his body. Okay? His body language. So you got this man talking to you and his behavior. So you would know your discernment, not no crazy stuff called female intuition. We ain't talking about that world stuff. We talking about if you got God and God's spirit, it's the spirit of God. You're going to utilize your discernment. So, and God is not going, hear God said nothing like, just case in point, just let's say your name is Sue. God, you ain't hear no live voice. God's going to say, thou shalt not let him entertain you. Thou shalt not believe in that. God is not going to do that. God is not going to call you on your cell phone. God going to tell you if his spirit is in you, his spirit going to communicate with your soul. And it's going to be a small, still voice. And you have to listen to it. You have to listen to it. God's voice and on the inside of you, it's like my voice, but it's on the inside. It's not coming into your ear, but you can hear it on the inside. I hope some of you can follow what I'm saying. If you got the Spirit of God, you know exactly what I'm saying. It's not you talking to yourself. It's God's Spirit talking to you. And when God's Spirit is talking to you, you're not going to feel, it's going to be something about that particular man, whereas you won't be able to put your finger on it. It's not no such thing as he's a mystery man. So sister, let's put this thing out the thing. He's a mystery man. He's not no mystery man. There is nothing that this man doing that is a mystery. There's nothing new under the sun, according to King Solomon in the book of Ecclesiastes. There's nothing new under the sun when it comes to man and woman, pattern and behavior. There's nothing new. If you're a player and you're sitting at the table, you have different players coming to the table, but it's the same game, but you have different players. So sister, you're going to have to listen to what that man say and his behavior. If you got peace, God letting you know, okay, this man is cool. But if it's too good to be true, and you're feeling you can't put your finger on it, God is warning you. That's right, it is too good to be true. God is warning you. Now there are some guys out there that try to portray themselves as that knight with shining armor. But he's not. Your discernment telling you don't do it. So what do? You ignore your discernment. When you ignore your discernment because you've been looking at too many romantic books, you've been looking at too much Lifetime, you've been listening to a whole bunch of other crap, you've been going to some of these single lecture things that don't have nothing to do with God because they ain't telling you nothing about that a man's supposed to find you. So this man is not finding you. You are convenient for that man. And it was something about you that that man wanted to come up to you and start talking. So he started talking. He know that you have emotion, so he got game. So he's gonna compliment you a lot. Listen, sister, when a man is, you got to understand a genuine compliment and something that's not a real compliment. Okay? A lot of these guys that got game, they're going to compliment you a lot. You see, you have to be able to listen to a guy when he compliments your character, what's on the inside of you, instead of how you look all the time and how you shape. Now, there's nothing wrong with a man telling you that you look nice. But the key word is you need to walk away. And I always tell you, sister, that anytime a man directly come up to you and say you look sexy, that's a phrase that you need to walk away from instantly. There's nothing good when a man tell you sexy unless you're married to him. You understand? If you're not married to him, he has no reason to say that you're sexy. And I have said it before, you need to understand, go in the dictionary. I ain't got time to go in the dictionary. Go in the dictionary and read what the word sexy is. If you had a man present with you, that particular man that called you sexy, he would not call you sexy in front of man, because men know what sexy means. So, sister, when a man tell you something like you're looking sexy and all that kind of stuff, it's not a compliment. As a matter of fact, he is degrading you unless you are his wife. Now, he's not degrading his wife when he used the terminology of sexy. He's not doing that. But if you're single and he's using, it's not appropriate. So this man, he camouflage, he tell you all the things that he think you want to see. And while he's telling you certain things, he could tell by how you look and your body language that it's working, because this guy got game. So your discernment, your discernment still kind of says something ain't right, but you keep on. And let me tell you, a man will wait for a long period of time to get what he want out of you, right? So you, sister, you get to the point where you think that you have fallen in love. Now check out the phrase falling in love. Did you trip over something? That's what falling in love means. That's an overused phrase, fall in love. Were you walking and you tripped over your own feet or foot, or you tripped over a brick or something? What did you do? You weren't looking. That's what happened when you fall in love. You see, you don't fall in love. You grow in love. That's the difference. You grow in love. You fall in love when you with the wrong person. Yeah, you tripped because you ignored your discernment. So when you ignored your discernment and you fall in love and you go tell your girlfriends and everyone that you have met Mr. Wonderful. But Mr. Wonderful, he sugarcoating all that stuff. And Mr. Wonderful do all these things that he think you want him to do. He talk good. He might take you out. He might do a whole bunch of things. And then you all could be quote unquote boyfriend and girlfriend for a long period of time. You could stay in your quarters. He stay in his quarter. You could stay together in his place or your place or wherever you do it. But this man, he say that he lifts you up. And you just wonder, no man ain't never lift me up like this before. But this man, he's lifting you up. He's gaslighting you, really. He's lifting you up, and you still, but this man don't never say nothing about God. He never say nothing about God. He might even go to worship with you, and you all there praising and stuff, but he going just to be going, because he doing something that he know will win you over, right? So when this man wins your heart, once he wins your heart, you gonna your will is gonna open up to him. Then once your will open up to him, he's gonna enter into your mind. So he's gonna have your mind. You're gonna be thinking about this man all the time. You're gonna be telling your girlfriends, everybody about Mr. Wonderful all the time. They might even get tired of listening to you. Then you're gonna notice a behavior change, because he's gonna get whatever it is from you. He's gonna get it from you, right? He's gonna get it from you. And everything could be like it's smooth sailing. And without any warning, you heard it like Marvin Gaye said, or Gladys Knight and the Pips. You heard it through the grapevine. This man have gotten married. And you wondering what went wrong. Your head is spinning. Somebody tell you, one of your friends, your family member, Facebook, you found out that this guy just got married. Cause what happened? He ghosted you, right? He ghosts you. When he ghosts you, you calling him, you texting him, he's not responding. But don't think that it just happened, my sister. The woman that he got married to, he was seeing that woman while he was seeing you. And now you looking in your mind, your Rolodex, you trying to say, how did he find time to be with another woman? He could have been with that woman before he met you. That's right, he could have been that woman before he met you, but he's seen something in you that he wanted from you before he say, I do. You find out that this man has married another woman. Question, why are you getting angry? You ignored God or spirit when his discernment was kicking in. It wasn't your feeling. It was God's voice telling you something just ain't right with that guy. But you went ahead. You put your heart into it and everything, which leads to this. Number 2, you thought that you could change his mind after he told you that he's not looking for a serious relationship. Now, there are some men, the first one, you were misled, but you ignored God's discernment. You point blank ignored it. Number 2, you thought that you could change this man's mind when he told you he was not looking for a serious relationship. So, at the beginning, you thought that you could handle it, and you thought that you could change his mind. Let me pause right here, sister. If a man tell you point blank that he's not looking for a serious relationship, he just want to have fun, he just hanging out, he just like hanging out with women, all that kind of stuff, you need to understand, sister, that this man, he point blank told you he's not looking for a serious relationship. So you dive all in head first. It's like this man told you he was straight up with you, and just because he was straight up with you and you thought that you could handle it for a little while, right? You thought you could handle it. But as time went on, your feelings started getting more entrenched or into this man. And you start getting deeper into this man. You got deeper into this man, and your thoughts were me, myself, and I. But that man thought was always, your thought, sister, was us, we, and our. Whereas this man thought is me, myself, and I. He told you from the point blank, the beginning. So you start getting feelings. And you even get to the point where you tell this man, I love you. And he might respond back, I love you too. But he might be talking about he just love you in a platonic way, just friendship, even though he getting other things from you. You understand? And you find out this man had told you that he's not looking for no relationship. When a man tell you, sister, I'm not looking for no serious relationship, he's actually telling you, I'm not looking for no serious relationship with you. You understand? That's what he's telling you. I'm not looking for no serious relationship, especially with you. But if you foolish enough to give me the goodies, I'm going to take the goodies. That's what this guy telling you. If you're foolish enough to give me the goodies, I'm going to take all the goodies. And that's what some of these worldly sisters and some of you sisters, some of my sisters in Christ, some of you got okie doke. Question, why are you angry? Why did you get angry when you find out through the grapevine that this man had married another woman? Why? He told you he wouldn't look for no serious relationship. He was talking about with you. But he got married. Why are you angry? Why are you bitter? Why are you writing out in your diary? Why are you trying to tell that man character? He already point blank told you. Which leads to number 3. Number 3. It is in conjunction with the number 1 and number 2. Remember, number 1, I said you weren't the one from the beginning. You ignored your discernment. Number 2, this man point blank told you that he was not looking for no serious relationship with you. Which everything come to number 3. What is number 3? Number 3 is you played the role of a wife without a commitment, without the commitment part, because you thought you were serious, so you thinking you committed and he was not planning on marrying you. But you doing everything as a wife would do. I mean, you doing everything a wife would do. And he might do what appear to be things what a husband would do. So both of you, the man playing a role and you playing a role. That's all you was doing. Some of you sisters could get a Grammy, an Oscar, all these awards. You could get that because you played the role very well. The man that you was dealing with, he even applauding. People that he introduced you to, they're applauding. Your family applauding. You're acting. You think, you see, you misconstrued what was going on. You played the role of a wife. As I speak right now, there's a lot of you worldly women out there. You know who you are. And then there's some of my sisters that look at me. Some of you sisters, as of right now, there's a man that you call your boo. Boo boo ba-doo. You call him your boo. You view him as your husband. This man have not put a ring on your finger. This man have not said, I do before God. But you playing the role of a wife. You playing it real well. Then you like number 1 illustration, number 2 illustration. You heard through the grapevine. Come on, Marvin. Come on, Glad 90 Pips. You heard through the grapevine that this guy got married to you. Now, this is the worst situation you could be into. Not only the number 1, not only number 2, but the worst thing you could do, sister, is you play the role of a wife without the commitment, got the ring, and the man said, I do. So my question to you is, why are you angry? Why are you angry? Why? Why, sisters, are you angry? Sister, why are you angry? Because you ignored your discernment. Sister, why are you angry? Because this man told you straight up he not want no relationship, he just want a good time. Sister, why are you angry? Because you playing the role of a wife. In each 3 of the scenarios that I have presented to you, sisters, it could cause you something on the back end. It could cause you to be bitter toward a good man that come your way after you get hurt, after you cry your tears, and it's going to lead to trust issues because you dealt with the wrong man. And from the beginning, especially you had God and God warned you. You ignored him. God gave you that caution light on the inside. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's too good to be true. It's something about him. I can't put my finger on it. God was giving you that warning. Sister, you got to be sensitive to what's going on. You guys out there, you guys that know from the beginning that you don't really want a relationship with the woman, instead of fooling the lady and dragging her along, don't lie to them. First of all, brother, my thing to you, brother, don't lie to these women. Sister Flo said, fry him his favorite fried pork chop. Yes, brothers. First of all, I'm talking to you, brothers. Women, we know, brother, they are emotional, brother. Come on now, brother. Be compassionate to these women, especially the sisters, okay? Especially the sisters. They are emotional, and most women crave to be in a serious, committed, and covenant relationship. Most women do. Brother, what I'm telling you, don't come to a woman telling her what she wants to listen to. Don't do them like that, brother. Don't do these women like that. How you doing, Sister Donna? Don't do this to these women. Don't perpetrate that you really interested in them just to, because some of you brothers, let's talk, brothers. Brothers, you know, first of all, majority of the men out there, not all the men, especially my brothers, it's hopefully none of my brothers. Brothers, you know, first of all, majority of you, when you approach a woman, you all basically know that y'all just want sex from the woman. You all know that now. Come on, brothers. You know that you just want sex from the woman. You don't want nothing else from her. Some of you do want to get in her pocket if she got some thing going on. But you know, brother, most of the guys out there, you know you don't want no long. You know that you don't want to get serious, committed, and marry that woman. You know that you don't want to do that. Stop lying to her. What you need to do, brothers, what you need to do, just go, when you meet the woman, don't be sugarcoating nothing. Just be straight to the point. Look, I just want to go to bed with you. That's all I want from you. Stop stringing her along. Now, if she decide to do it, I'm not endorsing what I'm saying, but if she decide to do it, sister, that's on you. If this man point blank said, I just want to go to bed with you, and you agree to it, that's on you. That's not on the man. If the man comes straight out and tell you that. So, brother, if you're going to do anything, don't lie to her. Go ahead and tell the woman the real deal. I know your last name ain't Holyfield, but go ahead and tell the woman the real deal. I just want to sleep with you. I don't want nothing else from you. Now, are you down with it? That's all you do. And let the woman make up a decision. Sister, if you make a decision, that's on you. If the man comes straight up, some of you sisters, y'all admire men when they say, I don't want to be in no serious relationship. I just want to have fun. Now, if a man come to you like that, he already telling you in a subliminal way that you're not the one. He telling you you're not the one. I don't see no future in you. The only thing I see in you is the present. Now, the present could go on for years, but that's all I see. Yeah, Cheryl. You understand, sister, that's how it is. He's telling you. And then, brothers, those of you, you know you're gaslighting some of these women. What do I mean gaslighting them? You allow some of these women, I know they got a free will. You allow some of these women to play the role of a wife. You got this woman, even though she exercising her will and doing it on her own, why are you letting this woman do it? Because the more a woman, if she ain't married and she playing the role of a wife, she's thinking that she's your wife. She's thinking that you got a relationship. Sister, don't have no relationship with that man. Just because he's your boyfriend and stuff, God don't look at it that way. God wants you to cross that final hurdle, and I've told you all that over and over again. That's why some of you sisters, you continue to get hurt. Some of you right now, you dealing with a man. You've been dealing with this man for years. Remember I said, if it go beyond 1 year, it's a problem. It's a problem. I'm telling you now, it's a problem if you in a relationship with a man over a year, unless you don't want to get married. So what you saying, sister, after a year go by, use me till you can't use me no more. I think Bill Withers on that song, Until You Use Me Up. Somebody could check that out. I think Bill Withers, you all know who I'm talking about. He said, you just keep on using me until you use me up. That's what some of you sisters, you have put everything in this man's hand. You have given him the key to your heart. You have given this man the key to your mind. Notice I didn't say will. You gave him the key to your heart first, your feelings, and then you open up your will, and you accept that crap, and then he got in your mind. So when this man go marry another woman, the question still come down, sister, why are you getting angry? Remember how I started this program out? I said in Proverbs 18:22, Proverbs 18:22, Proverbs 18:22, I said this: he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. So when a man discover a woman or find a woman, he did not actually go out there looking for no woman. He wasn't doing all this. He didn't one day decide, I'm going to go get me a wife. He didn't do that. He didn't do it. When a man find a woman, actually God did all the work. God did all the work. You know why God did the work? Because God decided what woman's supposed to be in a man's life. God did the picking. Because apparently the man was following the righteous man. Now when I say righteous, that don't mean that he's sinless now. So God bring a righteous woman, not a perfect woman. He bring a righteous man and a righteous woman together. Okay? The man was following God with his heart, right? This is how it go down. This is how a man actually find a woman. The man is following after God's will, okay? Even though he don't follow it perfect all the time. So God say, and he trying to delight in the Lord. He's following after the Lord. Even though he could have been dating other women per se. So, and he know in his heart that woman is not there. I'm going to give you this situation. A lot of time, when I used to go out and date some women, I knew. I didn't mislead no one. Okay, I did not mislead no one. Let me tell you that. I did not tell no woman, you and I one. I didn't do that to him. I didn't lie to him and say, you and I'm one. You my girlfriend. I'm your boyfriend. I didn't do women like that. But when I went out, let me tell you what go on inside of a man. A man does an inventory of himself. When I used to go out and have a good time, I could have a good time with a woman, right? I could have a good time and stuff, right? But after the good time is over and I get in my car and I'm driving home, guess what? I was empty on the inside and I was able to tell it. I was empty. I was empty. I was empty. I didn't have no sense of emptiness while I was doing what I was doing. But when everything was over with, when the dating stuff was over with, I had to do a self-inventory of myself. I was empty. It was not no real relationship. It was just a friendship. Okay? We just went out. We did our thing. It was no title. There's not one woman, even if one looking at me now, there's not one woman that could say that came out of my mouth that I said, you my girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend. There's not one woman that could say, you my boo, I'm your boo. I knew not to give titles unless it was the right woman. You understand? I knew not to give no titles. I did not gaslight no woman. Okay? I did not gaslight no woman. When I got married to Cinderella, I told Cinderella there was this one lady that I was dating at this particular time. I was considering that one, but it was But God's spirit, you see, that's what I'm talking about, my discernment. God's spirit say, don't do it. She's nice, she's kind and stuff like that, but don't do it. So when I met Cinderella, I knew just like that she was the one, right? I knew it. I knew it. You see, it's something that you know. You see, I was still following the Lord. But when I seen her, God put her in a position for me to see her, right? So I obtained favor from the Lord. How did I obtain favor from the Lord? Because I was following him. Even though I fell on my face a lot of times. God looked at my heart and God said, it's time for me to position this woman so Tony could see her. So when God brought Cinderella and positioned her, I decided when I seen her, I went ahead and I told her what I wanted to do. As a matter of fact, I did not ask her right then in the early days, let's be one. I point blank told her. Let me tell you all this. When we first met, we met at my niece's baby shower. That's the first time we seen one another eyeball. And we hit it off just like that. We hit it off just like that. She said, she asked me, do you know what a restroom at called? You know, we decided to, talking and everything. She said, do you know what a restroom at? I said, yeah. She said, well, show me what a restroom at. So when we went to when we were going to the restroom, she was about to push the door open and I tapped on the shoulder, right? So when I tapped on the shoulder, she turned around and then I gave her a good one. I said, on her lip. And it startled her, right? That's right. I know that was going to be my woman. You see what I'm saying? I knew it based on our short conversation. So that startled her because when she turned around and I put one on her lip, she just started smiling, right? But let me tell you all what she said. But she told me this after the fact. She told me when she went in the restroom, she said she did like this. Yes, yes, yes. She was on board. You understand? She was on board. And I told her in a short period of time, I said, visualize this. I said, I'm interested in getting in a relationship with you. I say, picture this. I say, it's just like a swimming pool. The water is cold. I said, you're going to get wet. You're either going to get wet slowly or instantly. I said, I'm ready to dive out into 12 feet. Because I'm going to get wet anyway. I said, if you don't want to dive out into 12 feet, I said, what you can do is ease into the water. You're going to get cold anyway. And then you just come on out there to me. That's how I did. I knew. Now, what was it about what about some other women, right? Let's say. But prior to her, I have been divorced before, right? It happened. I don't, things happen. Got a divorce. I speak well of the woman. The woman speak well of me too. You know what I mean? We speak well of each other. It didn't happen. What happened between that particular divorce and leading up to Cinderella? I dated other women, right? And like I said, I knew I was empty on the inside, okay? Now, while I was dating other women, I never told them exactly what I was looking for. Why did I not tell them exactly what I was looking for? Because I knew that someone could modify themselves and project what they thought I wanted to see, right? But I didn't do it. Okay? I didn't do it. So, I prayed to God. It took about 5 years for God to answer that prayer. What did I ask God? I asked God, I said, God, I want to get married, but I want a woman to follow me. Imperfect me. That's what I told God, and I'm paraphrasing that. I am imperfect, God. I want to get married, and I want a woman to follow me as I followed Christ. 5 years went by. In 5 years, dating different women. Bam, 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 bam. Still empty. It came, God presented her to me. And guess what? On her end, she was ready to get married. You understand? So, I didn't know her. She didn't know me. God arranged that thing, my brother and sister. So, when I seen her, when she seen me, it transpired in less than 3 months. We were saying I do. We were saying I do on her birthday. So we just had an anniversary. So every anniversary day, that's her birthday. And every birthday, that's our anniversary. So I can't mess up and forget that, because her birthday and our anniversary on the same day. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is this. Brothers, go ahead and let the woman know 1 or 2 things. Let her know that, tell her exactly your intent. Go ahead and tell her your intent. Don't let her believe that y'all in a relationship. Because what I said, believe, don't tell her words like, you my girlfriend, you my boo, and stuff like that. Be very careful, brother. Don't mislead them, because they listening with their hearts. Don't mislead them. Don't do it. Be straight to the point. And like I said, brother, brother, I'm telling the truth. You know within a year's time whether or not you see that woman as married material. You see it before 12 months. Now, some people say you need to date people for an extended period of time. That's not true. Because even people that have been married 50 years, they don't know everything about their mate. They know some things. You see, when you get in a relationship, people change. People age. Their position 5 years ago changed 5 years from now. They're going to have some similar pattern and behavior, but people grow older. Especially a man and woman that's in Christ. You're going to mature in Christ. And if a man and woman is in Christ and they are growing in love, the Lord is helping them to grow together. You understand? The Lord is helping them. So, sisters, what I'm saying now, you want to know why he left me and married another woman? Because you did not allow God to put you in the presence of that man. You did not allow God to do it. You went looking for a man. You went looking for love. You don't go looking for no love. You don't go looking for a man. You live your life. You live your life. You follow God. You live your life. And God going to set up the situation where this man find you. You don't find him. He find you. Any other way, you just driving down 75 in Atlanta, stuck in traffic. There's no wrecks down the road. There's no car that have broken down. But you wondering why the traffic stop on 75 in Atlanta. Or if you're out in LA, you know how the traffic is and stuff, some of these places, right? You're wondering why. This is supposed to be an interstate. What's going on? And the more you drive, you know how you stop and you drive and drive. And then when you get where you just take off. There's no breakdown or nothing. That's what happens. That's what happens. Some of you sisters, you own 75 south of north of Atlanta. You stuck in traffic. That's why you have to have enough gas in your car. What do I mean by gas in your car? And have your AC working. What do I mean by that? I'm using that as an analogy. That's why you need the Spirit of God in you. Just like you need gas in your car to move, you need God's Spirit in you to move. To move on from that guy, or you go to, or he comes to you. God put you there. And with that said, I hope that you all got some out of it. I'm trying to help you, sister, brother. I'm trying to help you too. I'm not bashing you, brother, but you're supposed to be the head and leader of any relationship when it comes to God. Okay? Brothers, treat these women right. Don't lie to them. Be straight to the point. Let them make their decision. Sister, when a man be straight to the point and you make your decision, if it don't go right, it's on you, boo. Since some of y'all like the word boo, it's on you, boo. Boo, boo, ba-doo.